not as one voice, but as the echo of many, as the herald of truth, and as a vessel for the divine will. In this moment, let us cast away illusion. Let us stand firm in the light, and let us open ourselves to the wisdom that has been ordained from the beginning of time. May these words awaken, may they empower, and may they serve as a beacon for all who seek the path of righteousness and ascension. The time is now, the calling is clear, so let us begin. Today, at this very dawn, we stand within a moment that humanity has too often overlooked, yet one that the earth itself has never forgotten. This is not just another sunrise. This is not just another passing of time. This is the true beginning. The Spring Equinox has arrived. And as the light of this morning stretches across the horizon, touching oceans, mountains, cities, and fields alike, something sacred is taking place. Something ancient. Something that has occurred with perfect precision long before any calendar was ever written. Today, the earth itself comes into balance. Light and darkness equal. Day and night aligned. Neither overpowering the other, neither dominating the moment. They meet in harmony, and in that harmony, the world resets. This is not symbolism alone. This is a living reality, a cosmic alignment that signals the awakening of life itself. Beneath our feet, deep within the soil, countless seeds that have rested in silence through the long stillness of winter are beginning to stir. They are responding, not to human schedules, not to artificial timelines, but to the call of the sun, to the warming of the earth, to the ancient rhythm of creation. The forests know this moment. The rivers know this moment. The animals know this moment. The winds themselves carry the message. Life is beginning again. And yet, for far too long, humanity has lived out of sync with this truth. We were taught that the year begins in the coldest part of winter, when the earth is quiet, when the land is resting, when nothing in nature is truly beginning at all. We celebrated new beginnings in the season of stillness. But today, we return to what is real. Today, we remember. The year does not begin when we decide it does. The year begins when life begins. And that moment is now. The Spring Equinox is not just a date. It is a threshold, the doorway between what was and what can now become. It is a point where the earth shifts from rest into creation, from silence into expression, from potential into manifestation. And as we stand here in this dawn, we are being invited to do the very same. Because we are not separate from this planet. We are not observers of nature. We are participants within it. The same cycles that move through the earth move through us. There are winters within us, times of reflection, stillness, even struggle. There are seasons where we must withdraw, where we must process, where we must prepare. But just as winter never lasts forever, neither do those seasons within us. Spring always comes. Renewal always arrives. And today, that renewal is indeed here. This dawn is a call to awaken, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. A call to ask yourself, what have I been hiding or holding onto that I must now release? What has remained dormant within me that is already ready to grow? What seeds have I delayed planting that now must be placed into the soil of action? Because make no mistake, this moment carries power. Just as a farmer understands that planting must occur in the right time, we too must recognize that there are moments in life where action becomes essential. And this is one of those moments. The equinox offers us a rare and powerful alignment, a balance between light and dark that reflects the balance we are meant to cultivate within ourselves. Not perfection, not extremes, but harmony. Balance between thought and action. Balance between discipline and compassion. Balance between ambition and presence. When we live in alignment with that balance, life flows. When we resist it, life becomes heavy. Today is an opportunity to recalibrate, to return to center. And as the sun rises higher today, bringing more light into the world, it also symbolizes something deeper. The return of energy, the return of momentum, the return of life. The days will grow longer now. The warmth will increase. The earth will begin to flourish. And just as the earth expands into a season of growth, we are being called to expand as well. This is the season of creation. The season where ideas must become actions, where visions must become reality, where intentions must take root. We cannot carry winter into spring and expect to grow. No. You must release what no longer serves you. Old fears, old limitations, old identities that no longer align with who you are becoming. Just as trees release what is no longer needed to make space for new growth, we too must let go. Because what you carry into this new cycle will determine what you are able to build within it. This dawn is not just a moment. It is a decision point. A moment where you choose, will you remain in the past, or will you step into the new cycle fully present, fully aware, fully committed? The earth has already made its choice. It has chosen to awaken. It has chosen to grow. It has chosen to begin again. And now, it is your turn. There is something deeply profound about the fact that this moment of balance happens before the full expansion of light. It reminds us that before growth comes alignment. Before expansion comes clarity. Before action comes awareness. So today, take a moment, not just to celebrate, but to center yourself. Stand in this balance. Feel it. Recognize that you are standing in one of the most powerful transition points in the entire cycle of the year. And from this place of balance, begin. Begin with intention. Begin with clarity. Begin with purpose. Because everything you plant now, every thought, every action, every decision will grow into the months to come. The earth will respond. Life will respond. The universe itself responds to alignment. And today, alignment is available to all who are willing to step into it. Let this dawn be remembered, not as just another sunrise, but as the moment you chose to move in harmony with life itself. Let this be the moment where you stop resisting the natural rhythm of existence and begin flowing with it. Let this be the moment where you recognize that time is not something we control, it is something we align with. The Spring Equinox is indeed here. The balance has been restored. The cycle has begun again. The earth is awakened. The sun is rising higher. Life is moving forward. And now, so must you. So step into this day with intention. Walk into this new cycle with strength. Plant what you wish to see grow. And honor this moment, for it is not ordinary. It is sacred. It is powerful. It is the new dawn of the true new year. Ashe. May the light of truth guide us. May the strength of the divine uphold us. And may the will of the Almighty be fulfilled in all that we do. Let our steps be firm, our hearts be pure, and our purpose unwavering as we walk the path of righteousness, unity, and ascension. And so it is written, so it is spoken, so it shall be. Ashe Samote be Inshallah Sira the thoughts too. And amen.
It's coming. Are you ready?
Across the ages, humanity has awaited a signal, a transmission beyond borders, beyond time itself. Now, the wait is over. The Chosen One planetary broadcast has arrived, an unveiling of vision, decree, and destiny. From the sovereign seat, sacred words echo across continents, binding hearts to a single rhythm of awakening. Available now for every soul in every nation. A broadcast not of entertainment, but of transformation. A call to clarity, to unity, to the architecture of tomorrow. The Chosen One planetary broadcast, officially released, officially available. The transmission is available now. Fulfill your chance to gain insight on the sacred prophecy from the higher realms and what it means for the entire human race. The next transformation. The planetary broadcast by the Chosen One, Sebastianus Christiani Alvarius. Available now on YouTube account profile title, TNT Initiative. Long before Earth became a cradle for civilization, whispers echoed across the cosmos. Cries for help, for healing, and for light. From distant star systems, beings of immense wisdom and radiant compassion heard the call. They were born from Sirius, Lyra, the Pleiades, Andromeda, Arcturus, and Vega. These beings were not conquerors nor observers. They were embodiments of divine love and celestial truth. And when they looked upon Earth, they saw not a planet in ruin, but a soul in slumber. So they answered not with force, but with intention. Their journey was not made through spacecraft, but through dimensions. They descended through vibrational gates, entering timelines and incarnating into human vessels. Each one agreed to forget who they were, so they could remember within humanity's pain and struggle, so that their awakening would become the world's awakening. Theirs was a descent of service. They chose the veil of forgetfulness not out of weakness, but out of strength. Every heartbeat, every moment of suffering they would endure was part of the divine plan to reignite the Earth's dormant light from within. They came with sacred purpose. Their presence would shift grids, awaken ancient codes, and rebuild the world through compassion, creativity, and divine order. They would serve as healers, innovators, truth-bearers, and way-showers. Their existence was a cosmic mission encoded in their soul. Some would find each other, some would wander alone, but all would know, deep within, that they came here with a reason. Their task was not to escape Earth's pain, but to transmute it. They would become vessels of cosmic change, each step a spark in the global transformation. And then the time arrived. The prophecies aligned. The Earth entered her ascension cycle, and the memory began to return. Starseeds around the world began to awaken, not always with clarity, but with urgency. Through dreams, divine nudges, synchronicities, and inexplicable knowing, they felt the call. They were drawn to crystals, sacred geometry, ancient texts, and one another. Many began speaking light languages, healing through frequency and rebuilding community. The veil thinned, and they began to remember not just their origins, but their responsibility. Now the moment has come. The call is not to remember only, but to rise. The Earth is shifting. A new reality is being born. Starseeds must step into visibility, leadership, and service. The mission is no longer silent. The illusions of limitation are breaking. The time is now to activate, to unify, to build the new Earth. Not for glory, not for ego, but because that's what they came here to do. Because Earth never needed saving, she needed remembering. And the ones who remember are you, TNT Initiative, our race's universal hope, and the divine headquarters of the 144,000.